know whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go live right now.
Okay. Now it's doing something else. Hold on. Got it.
It flipped it.
Oh, hold
I'm like, what happened?
on. I just want everybody in it.
I think so.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm going live right now.
So, my name is Tanya Faison. I'm with Black Lives Matter Sacramento. I'm joined with people that are either part of our organization or people that we do work with on the ground or people that have been doing work with us or will be doing work with us in the future. We have a really big announcement to make tonight. We've been, a long time ago, we started looking for a place to have an office space. When we were looking for office space, we first started looking at offices. And when we were looking at offices, we were seeing that there was not enough space in our office for the price that it was given compared to a home. So we started looking at houses because you can get more for your money with the house. And at the time, we were talking about renting because we didn't have a lot of money that we were sitting on, and we didn't have a guarantee of any money coming in consistently to pay any type of mortgage or anything like that. But then that kind of got put on hold, and fast forward to when George Floyd was killed, a lot of donations started coming in. We weren't even asking for them. And so it got to the point where we got so much in donations that I was very uncomfortable with it. And I just said, okay, we're going to sit on this and make sure that we reinvest it into community in some way, in a really huge way. A house, but we were looking into that. So we were looking at houses, and we wanted to have space that was big enough to allow community to come into the house and get what they need, but also allow for us to have office and storage and meeting space. And so the houses that we were looking at, we wanted to be in the 95817, which is Oak Park, just because it's heavily gentrified. We wanted to bring Blackness back into this community. So the houses that we were looking at that suited us were way too much money. So and especially right now with the way that the market is in Oak Park, like the houses that we needed were like we either needed like a multi family unit, or we needed something that had a large number of rooms. And those are like 600, 700, 800,000. So that's completely not in our price range. So I kind of gave up, but then someone gave me an idea to purchase land and then build on it because we know enough people in community. And then the person that told me said that they knew people as well. They have networks of people that could build from the ground up. So we started looking at land, and we were sticking to 95817, and all of the land that we were finding was 200,000 and up. So it was unaffordable for us. And if we buy land, we want to just buy it flat out in cash. We don't want to finance it. And so I went to Trulia, which is a website that has rentals and purchases for land and homes. And there was a piece of land on W Street, and I put in an inquiry to it, and Grounded called me. And Grounded is a real estate company in Oak Park that is really well known for gentrifying. And we actually were in a movie against each other because they've made a business out of buying homes, selling them, or buying them, flipping them, and selling them. And so when they called me, I laughed because I was like, we were in a movie together against each other. And they're like, yeah, but they were still real professional with me. And so they gave me a list of the land parcels that were empty on Martin Luther King Boulevard, along with the owners, a way for me to find a way to contact the owners. And so we started working with a real estate agent who's on my friends list. He's a friend of mine. And he started inquiring to different land parcel owners. And one of them that we reached out to was an older Black woman. Her name is Rosemary Thomas. And she has a piece of land on Martin Luther King. And she was interested in, she didn't want to sell it at first, but when we offered her cash up front, she was interested in buying or selling it to us. Her son ended up talking her out of it, so that was a big blow. And that It made me feel kind of like we weren't going to get what we needed. But then on the 9th in the morning, Kimberly from Grounded reached out to me and said that there's a piece of land for sale on Martin Luther King, and it's a lot cheaper than what we were offering Rosemary. And she asked if we were interested in it before it going out on the market, so that we wouldn't have competition from the people that are trying to gentrify this area. And so I told her immediately that I was interested. That was at 9:27 in the morning. At 10:27, I was signing a document offering to purchase. The owner, he took my offer. And then by 5 o'clock, he had signed and said that he would go ahead and go through with the process. So we are now at the end stages. It was supposed to be closed by today, but it isn't yet. But we're at the end stages of the purchase. And so we now have some land that we're going to be building on in Oak Park in the 95817. And the goal to do with this land, and there's another story connected to this. So a couple months back, I went onto Facebook on our Black Lives Matter Sacramento page, and I asked the community what resources they could provide for the community. So just regular people doing whatever it is that they're good at and providing that to community. That paired with all of the intra-community violence that's been happening all over Sacramento, but especially in Oak Park, especially in this zip code. We decided that we wanted to build a space that was going to be accessible to community and will be a safe space to all of the community. And the resources that we got responses we got like at least 94 responses from people in the community offering their services, offering doctor services, surgery services, tarot card reading services, helping you fill out healthcare applications, helping you fill out college applications, helping you write your resumes, helping you write your school essays. Like there's so many different walks of life that walked into that, offering their resources to the community. So this space that we're going to build is going to also be a vessel of funneling those resources into this community, and hopefully we'll be able to expand to other communities in Sacramento. But the big news is that we just bought some land. It's minutes away from being final. We're going to be building something in this community that provides services to the community, and it's going to be all community that does everything. We're not relying on the city government. We're not relying on the state government or the federal government. We're not taking grants from any of those people. We're doing everything. This is abolition work, and so this is what we're doing. We're very excited. The people that are with me, some of them knew about this before they got here, and some of them just learned about it. So if anybody here has questions about this, please feel free to ask any questions, because it may be a question that the community wants to know as well that's watching. Anybody have any questions?
I'm just excited. Very excited.
Does anybody want to say anything? Yeah, it's beautiful. It's real beautiful. Does anybody want to say anything about it? No? Got a whole bunch of shy people. But that's it. That's the big announcement. We're excited. I will try. I can't look at the comments now because if somebody's asking questions, I apologize. I can't see them. But I will try to go back and answer any questions. But thank you.
This is great.
It's beautiful. Man. It's hard to tell that story without crying. She's
Is it
I'm
still-
still
I'm
alive.
They have my slips